I had seen lung cancer patients really struggling to get breath, and I was thinking, this is a horrible place to be, and surely something like singing where you breathe deeply and you have to make a sound, perhaps that would make a difference to cancer patients. The first choir we had was our office choir. People started to gel as a team, and something magical happened when we were together in the group. There's something very wonderful about coming together and just making a noise, and people from all different departments from across the organisation together in one room was great. We knew pretty early on that we had something magical here. Coming together in a group and being able to sing sits incredibly well with all of our philosophies of supporting people where they live. As an organisation, we believe passionately that we should be working with communities. And our whole mantra is, we go where the patients are, not where the doctors are. And lots of our clients tell us that they need support and friendship in their communities.
So the Pontypridd choir, I've known them since day one, and they are brilliant fun. And I'm not just saying that because they might see this. I have been through all sorts of things with the Pontypridd choir. We'd never run a choir session with patients and carers before, and actually our own experience of singing in a choir ourselves was, for many people actually, was singing in the office choir. One of the things we faced with setting up a choir from scratch was these people probably didn't know each other, and we're inviting them to take part in something that a lot of people find quite scary, which is performing and singing in public, let alone the fact that for many people, it transpired later, this was the first time they'd actually maybe left the house since they'd been diagnosed with cancer. So when you run the first session of anything, it's pretty terrifying, and especially when you're doing something you have no idea whether it's going to work or not. One of the really key things we did, little tiny thing, but in hindsight incredibly important, was every single person that came in, we didn't necessarily know they were coming or not, but was to go up to them and make them feel as welcome as quickly as we could. That was really important for them and for the many people who brought their partners as well.
Considering there were only 11 of us when we started, not many of us could really sing, but we had Andrea and Georgie then, and it just sort of took off, and then the following week more came and more came. Well, now what are we, 60 strong now?
When I joined the Tenovus choir, it was happy, very, very happy. And as weeks was going on, we wasn't just a choir, we were a family. Everybody got together and enjoyed everybody's company. Absolutely brilliant.
From a research point of view, it doesn't seem that long ago that we were in Pontypridd on that snowy night in January, handing out consent forms to people to take part in that little study. But to go from there to where we are now in terms of the research around singing is just remarkable, really, and it's almost a bit dizzying when you look back on it. The difference from the start of that session to the end of that session was really remarkable. Originally I thought I'd just turn up and help hand out research evaluation forms and help work with Cardiff University on that, but actually ended up singing in the tenors myself and becoming a long-term member of the choir.
I never thought it would be possible, really. It was a dream, and suddenly it happened. And I think the reason I felt so moved by it was because they were so moved by it. And to be able to see the joy that they got all from singing together was such an inspiration. It was just magical, really. The lottery funding has enabled us to develop choirs across the whole of Wales, all the way from Bangor to Barry, and we now have a new one in England which has recently been funded, which is very exciting, in Surrey, so watch this space.